Alright guys, here I finally have my temple trekking guide. So I'm really sorry for those who have wanted this guide and have been really slow about it. So here's what you're going to need for temples trekking. I recommend bringing a dragon axe and a knife, some food. You don't need that much food, but you will need something. I would bring kind of shit food because some of these monsters that you will come across can rot in it. You also need house teleports. Now, you don't need house teleports, but I highly recommend it because if you have a Carol teleport in your house, if you come to a situation to where you don't like what, I guess, section of temple trekking that you get, you can always tele out and restart it. That's my reasoning behind it. I'm going to show you guys how to do this, but first, before we really get into temple trekking, there are some requirements that can be quite of a pain. You're going to have to complete the quest in aid of the Myrku, I believe. Yes, in aid of the Myrku or Myrku. Excuse me, I may be really butchering that name. And also, you will have to do Darkness of Haliville. An aid of the Myrku is not too bad. It can be pretty rough. I think you require a lot of items for it. I don't really remember, but you know, if you're an Iron Man, you're probably going to be getting your quest cape anyway. Darkness of Haliville is a very long quest, but it's not that bad. It's just lengthy. Besides the length, Darkness of Haliville is not bad. It's just you have to be patient, and it can take up to an hour or two, really. But for the most part, you don't have to fight any bosses that are really difficult. It's mostly story driven, and you have to get basically through a city, through like a maze twice. So that's why it's a pain. But other than that, guys, you can do it. It's really not a problem. And in the end, the rewards and benefits that you're going to get from doing those two quests is completely worth it. So here's a couple ways that you can do temple trekking. You can start here in this location, or you can start in Berg de Rot. And if you're wanting to do this to get the best amount of resources, you're going to want to do the hard. Alright, temple trekking is a great way to get pure essence because pure essence is pretty rough in the beginning for Iron Man and to really up until you get to Zora on Iron Man. My favorite reasoning for temple trekking is not necessarily the pure essence because that can get a bit monotonous. It's the bowstrings. You get 100 bowstrings doing this route that I'm going to show you, and it's very quick. So here we are. We're going to escort this woman. Dun, 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 and we get here in this little section. She says, which route should we take? Take Route 1. This is the quickest and easiest to evade, so you can get your 100 bowstrings just like that. You may get lucky and go all the way through without having to come across an issue. When you get to situations like this where you see monsters, just evade the next event, like so, and you'll be moved on to the next event. Sometimes it can be a little bit slow and not show the map because it glitches. Alright, with this, you're going to need your axe. So cut down the axe. There's two versions of this. One, you'll have to get planks by killing the zombies. This is also where you can get the Lumberjack outfit, but in this event specifically, you are basically placing the logs on the bridge, if I can click correctly. So you need an axe. Oh, you have to wield an axe for this, FYI. So we're putting 3 logs on here. The other event would be 3 planks, and you'll kill a Lumberjack to get the planks. Along with, you'll get Lumberjack pieces. So that's a very quick way to get the Lumberjack outfit, and you'll cross, continue down the path. These zombies are low level. You can kill them with a ruin axe or dragon axe. And so here we are continuing. For some reason I'm having a lot of events this time. There have been some moments where I've gone all the way through this map, not having a single event show up, and I get pretty much free bowstrings like that. Boom, I only did 2 events, done. I got my reward. You click on your reward, and I select bowstrings. I don't think the herbs, the ore, the watermelon seeds, in May you can get 10 to 12. I mean, I guess that's a pretty good amount. That's a good way to get watermelon seeds. You can get lobsters, you get 2 to 35 silver ores. Bowstrings, you get 100 to 200, usually always 100, but 102 there. Now we're in Berg de Rot. You can also start here and click on hard. You're going to do any hard version, her or him. And he'll say yes. I'm just going to do another example. And hopefully we'll get different routes that you'll learn how to do. Always select route 1. Now, I don't really need to do this for bowstrings, considering that I can get Cuirass task now, and they drop a ton of flax. And I use the Lunar spell for this. You're going to evade. I use the Lunar spell to make that stuff into bowstring, so I can get crafting and magic XP, and it's very fast. But for the longest time, I'm 80-something fletching. For the longest time, this is how I got my bowstrings, and how then I would fletch my bows to make profit. So, as you can see here, I only did 2 events to get to the end. Let's see what this event is. Okay, it's the same event as last time, which is shit. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause it, the video, and show you all the events that you can get, hopefully, and put them into order so you can see what you can do for each event. So let me get to that part of temple trekking that you can always teleport out and restart. But I'm going to do it for you anyway. I don't recommend that you do this. Oh, look, I have another thing for bowstrings in here. I didn't even notice that. But anyway, I don't recommend you do this one because it takes a while and can be very frustrating. So just teleport out of here to your house and to go to Canif's, or using the Carol teleport, or by using some teleport. So here we are. And basically it says, the ground feels quite soft. And yes, this can take a while and I may not ever get through it. It's really frustrating. And my stick gets sucked into the bog. It feels soft, so we're going to go one more square over. This is really a pain in the ass, and I don't really like to do it, but I'm still showing you how to do it. Okay, the ground feels quite soft. Going to the next one. It feels firm. So it feels firm, you can walk across and you won't sink into the bog. We're going to feel the next ground. It feels firm. This may not take that long that I expected. Alright, and it feels firm. Yay, thank God. Sometimes you have to do this weird fucking puzzle. It feels quite firm, okay? It usually is not this straight across, which is why I always skip this one, but maybe it'll be easy for this video. Thank God. So I got across it, guys. That's the bog. I would skip it, but you can try to do it if you want. Zombies to get 3 planks to cross. It doesn't have any trees. And this is also where you can get the Lumberjack outfit, which is pretty dope. You can't just sit here and farm these guys, though. As soon as you get a piece, you can only get 1 piece per event, if that makes sense. So there's 2 planks. If you kill this guy, you'll get an axe, but I have an axe on me, and it's a bronze axe, so it's not that great, so I would just bring your own. Whack! Sorry, I had to do the sound effects. So you got your 3 planks. I think I was explaining this earlier in the video, but I thought it was best to show you guys. Ow. Ow. This is why you need some food. Like, I'm 103 combat, so food shouldn't be a problem, but, you know, might as well. They're all coming out from the swamp. Move, bitch. Alright. So that's that event. Aid event I really think I have to show you. And this one's kind of confusing, but this is why you need your knife. Take your knife and use it on this skinny swamp tree vine, kind of, if you can figure that out. Not that one, I messed up. Okay, swamp tree, we're going to use it on this, not this swamp tree right here, and get all the little, as you see, these vines, like that, okay? And you're going to put these ropes together, just like that, and you're going to use the rope on the tree. If I can do this. Boom, and you're going to swing across the tree. That's the last event I believe I have to show you. So, from this guide, I probably am going to come out to about 700 bowstrings. I did one for pure essence, and you get 50 pure essence per go, which is not bad, but to be honest, if you're mining pure essence in the Magic Guild, it should be pretty fast too, and that's in Yale. But I really hope this guide helps you. I think this is so much quicker than picking flax and making them into bowstring. I mean, that's just ridiculous. I would do this until you get 72 Slayer and you get Cuirask. And then you can kind of no longer do temple trekking if you want to. I just think it's a great method. And thank you for watching. And if you have any questions on temple trekking that I didn't cover, pick the hard person, take the easy or Route 1, and go ahead and get your bowstrings. You can also do it for other supplies. I haven't really tried the other supplies, but I do know it's best for bowstrings and pure essence for Iron Man. Thanks for watching, guys.